Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about
The
it.
Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Gets rid of it. He's got him. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-9.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Levin. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes.
Here's a little room there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Using the quick game. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Noles line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Pressure coming. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way
the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this five-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude starting to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. To talk over this third down play to open the period. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He'll take a deep shot here. Leaping grab for a big gain. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the back. Hard running there. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll give it to him again. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll run it again. Crosses to 35. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to pass. Finds his man, it's Lopez. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the stick.
Caught, and he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Running inside. It's Barry. Finding some room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting. And you could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's on target and complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Levin. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run inside. It's Durham. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Gophers looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made it.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab in their space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
LSU 28, Florida State 10.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his man. It's Robinson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
and that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense of picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Here's Durham one more time. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Running inside, it's Barry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caden Durham again. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play.
Hey man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter with the lead.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
To the air, it's Daniels. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Under fire. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks. They've been game planning.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab. It's Wiles.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also, because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Goes high to pull it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Turning it on!
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
If that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead whittled all the way down to a... Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They feed him again. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Jones. Maybe some room here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying the run, it's Hall. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one